Lately I've been putting out uh, a lot of content about Kamala Harris or whatever like that, right? Um, and some people might have this idea that I might be a Trump supporter. And I'm here to tell you that I am not. I am a person that is going to observe the landscape and I'm going to formulate my opinion as such. I don't support Republicans. I don't support Democrats. Period. I don't got no dog in this fight. I don't got no skin in this game. I don't got no horse in this race. I'm calling things down the middle. So if you ask me whether or not I'm going to vote in the national election, the answer is a resounding hell no. Now, that being said, let's talk about this, right? So, Fred Trump, who's the nephew of the Republican uh, presidential candidate and former President Donald Trump, came out on an interview with ABC News. Now he's been making his media rounds, whether it be on Good Morning America, The View, whatever like that. Right? He's been on ABC News promoting his book that dropped last week, and I'm going to read this article coming from ABC News. Right? What's up, Ted? Fred Trump III, nephew of former President Donald Trump, says his uncle is atomic crazy, that he witnessed him use racial slurs decades ago, and that he plans on voting for Kamala Harris. The Trump way has to be complex and sometimes cruel, Fred Trump said in an interview with ABC News' Aaron Katersky. And within every family, people know this, families are complicated. Every family has their crazy uncle. My uncle Donald is atomic crazy. And that he has put his mark on the family history, he said, as he promoted his new book, All in the Family, How the Trumps Got, or the Trumps and How We Got This Way. So this is the second person to have written a book about their uncle, because last year the media is parading around Mary Trump, who was the niece of Donald Trump. And she has said the same exact things when it comes to Trump and his racism. So all you Democrat shills who like lurking in my goddamn comment section, who be listening on my channel, why should I vote for Donald Trump again? Why should I vote for Trump? Trump ain't said nothing about how he gonna benefit the black community. No different than Kamala Harris. So yeah, you can take your little fake outrage and shove it up your ass, because as far as I'm concerned, evil is evil. So for all you people out there that talk about, well, what alternative do we have? And we got to vote the lesser two evils. Look, if you're a person of principle, you don't support evil at all. I mean, how many black folks out there is going to stand up, man? We don't be scared of this bullshit, man. How many people going to stand up and tell the fucking truth around here? Neither party supports the black community, man. It can't just be relegated to a select few. You have the power to tell the truth also. But will you? And not just when it comes to the political spectrum, because it's easy to go at Trump. It's easy to go at Kamala Harris or the old nigga Jim Clyburns or the Jim Jordans in the world. Will you have enough guts to tell your people and your own family the truth? When your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your best friend is coming up to you talking politics, will you have the guts to stand up and tell the truth about what the fuck's going on? Or are you just going to, I'm not going to really talk about it because you're trying to protect somebody's feelings? Now, this is the second person to come out in his own family and rebuke this man, and yet we got these sycophant Trump supporters running around here. Make it make sense. All these people coming out here saying the same thing about Trump, but yet he ain't done nothing wrong. He's squeaky clean. You got all these people around Trump going to prison for crimes they in supporting this man in blind deference. But Trump ain't did nothing wrong. He's squeaky clean. Ain't nothing to see here. Ask Michael Cohen, his personal fixer. Ask George Papadopoulos. Ask Michael Flynn. Hell, ask that coon ass bitch Omarosa. You got all these people writing books about Trump. John Bolton, the former National Defense Secretary, he's saying shit about Trump. Let me. He wouldn't have said nothing for a long time. It was only after he released the book that's when John Bolton decided to go on this widespread media tour telling you about Trump. Steve Bannon's in prison right now. And I wouldn't be surprised Marjorie Taylor Greene was having some goddamn conjugal business with goddamn Steve Bannon. What's up, caller? All these people around Trump going to jail. But yet we still got these Trump supporters out here talking about, I vote for him no matter what. Yeah, Omarosa a buck dancer. Omarosa was in Trump's cabinet. You ain't know that, Ted? Omarosa was in goddamn Trump's cabinet. It was only after Trump kicked her out the goddamn White House. Then all of a sudden, Omarosa found her blackness. But that ain't the first time Trump kicked her out. Omarosa was on The Apprentice at one time or another. She got kicked. That's the first time she got kicked out. But anyway, that ain't neither here nor there, right? All you people who call yourself being Trump supporters and all that, you got his own family members rebuking him. Make it make sense. What's up, Tyler Brown? Bulls fan 25. Salute to all y'all in the building. This is the second family member that has came out, written a book, talking about how Trump is a racist. So all you coons out there that's sitting up there talking about blacks for Trump and y'all making rap songs about Trump, you got that other chick, and what's her name? Amber Rose. Right, you sitting up here telling, well, people got to do their research about Donald Trump. You know, the media has told us all kinds of lies about Donald Trump. Get your ass out of here, Amber Rose. So again, what incentive do I have to vote for the Republicans? What incentive do I have to vote for Trump? Because see, all you Democrat shills that be in my comment section when I be going in on Kamala Harris, where the fuck you at now? Huh? Where you at about this? Where you at? Somewhere? Oh, facts, LB. You telling the truth, LB. Yeah, get your ass out of here. Your stupid asses only have selective outrage. Now, again, this is the second family member that has came out and talked about how Trump is a racist. Pressed to explain further, Fred Trump said he means. Oh, hold on. Make sure I get this right. Pressed to explain further, Trump said that it means he does things that even as much as I know him when he's out there now, I sort of shuddered and said, is this the same guy I knew? What's making him change? What got him this way? But all that being said, I've always had a good relationship. He added, but he's done really horrific things to me. Which some will say, how can you still want to have a relationship with him? He's my uncle, he's family, and that means a lot. Fred Trump, the son of former president's late older brother, Fred Trump Jr., who died in 1981 at 42, says he wrote the book in part to advocate for people with severe disabilities or developmental disabilities, like his adult son, William. He says that his latest book, The Trump Family Tell-All, is not a political hit job, but rather than the full-on truth about his uncle, who is the Republican nominee for president. In a statement to ABC News, Trump campaign communications director Steve Shung denied the claims about the former president. Of course, he's going to deny it. Of course, he's going to come out and deny it. So, this communication director, Steve Shung, yeah, kiss my ass. The younger Trump new book includes a chapter titled The Race Card. In that, he details his uncle using racial slurs. This is what he said. I was about 10 years old and I was at my grandparents' house and I was a lot. I was a lot. I was about 10 years old and I was at my grandparents' house like I was a lot. And Donald, I could hear him screaming. And I went down to the driveway of my grandparents' house, and there was his white Eldorado convertible with 2 slashes. Still remember it. And he had electrical tape because the roof was black, and he used the N word with the hard ER twice, just saying who he thought probably had done this. Now, the former president has consistently denied using the racial slur. Fred Trump said that despite being young, when the incident occurred, he absolutely remembered the moment as it happened. Okay, he did twice that day. Fred Trump said when ABC News brought up Donald Trump's repeated denials. Fred Trump wrote in his book that some people had labeled the former president as racist, and some say he is not. But what does he believe? At times, he espouses things that people say who I believe are racist espouses. That's the best answer to that question. They said, I don't believe he's racist. Fred Trump added when he pressed on about the question. I think that he uses people, whether they're black or they're whoever can help him, will use them. And call it racist or not, I don't believe in that. He uses them as props. Oh, who's been telling you about Trump using people as props? Me, this guy. He uses people. He don't care about them unless it benefits his bottom line. And then once he gets done using you, he will toss you aside. I've said this on a multitude of occasions, but all them Democrat shills who be talking shit about me, talking about I need to educate myself about Kamala Harris, they won't be here for these videos. They won't be here when I'm going in on Trump. He basically uses them for political football. And that's why I understand for the life of me why we got guys like Tim Scott, Byron Donalds, goddamn Ben Carson, Diamond and Suck, even though one of them dead now. I think it was Diamond that passed away. Silk still living. You got Herschel Walker out here. You got goddamn Jesse Lee Peterson. When he's not grabbing Spanish dick, He's sitting up here telling you all this other shit about this, that, and the third. You got Larry Elder running his mouth. You got John Amanchukwu running his mouth. We got Kendall Qualls running his mouth. We got Candace Owens running her damn mouth. We got that fake ass police officer. Thank you, Ted, Brandon Tatum. He running his mouth. All in blind deference to Donald Trump. Just cooling and buffooning, butter biscuit eating later on thick. And it makes me sick. So here's my question, right? And it shouldn't take a rocket scientist or a brain surgeon to figure this one out. If you got family members rebuking this man, why do we got people supporting him? Shouldn't you take advice from people who was in the family? Or you gonna call the family members haters, right? You people love your family so much that you will put your family before anything. Except for this. Because see, when Mary Trump comes out and says something, oh, you're a hater. Or she's a hater. If Fred Trump III comes out and says something, he's a hater. Who's the next Trump family member to come out and say something about this man? Or you don't care because you're gonna vote for him regardless, right? All you black Trump supporters out there, I don't care if the white people can go out there and vote for him. I don't speak for the white community. I don't care for the Latinos. I don't speak for them either. I'm talking about people in my own community. That's who I'm talking about. I'm not white, so I'm not going to speak on white people. I'm not Latino. I'm not going to speak on Latino. I'm not going to speak on none of those other communities. I'm only focused on the black ones. So what does it say when Fred Trump III is going to come out and say that I'm not going to vote for my own uncle, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris? What'd that tell you? But yet we got these stupid ass motherfuckers like Tim Scott, right? And Tim Scott, hey, you better hope and pray that woman marries you on Saturday, because if she don't, oh my God, boy, if Mindy knows don't marry you on Saturday, if she leaves your trifling ass at the altar, oh, Tim Scott, you know I'm going to be all over you like flies on shit, like mold on the shower curtain, like pigs over slop. You better hope and pray that woman marries you on Saturday. Anyway. You guys, let me know what y'all think about this. I'm not surprised that Trump's own nephew came out and said what he said about him. I'm not surprised at all. I am not shocked at all that he came out and said that. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. You say, she's an Esco who's a... Calling you is crazy as fuck, boy. Let me say, she is an Esco who requires a special event fee for sustenance. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Hey, Carla, remember she said she sees signs, right? And if you ask me what kind of signs they are, I think they're dollar signs. Those are the signs that she saw when she was so quote unquote in love with Tim Scott, right? Anyway. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ho!